9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Tune in.
This is your Friday Night Lights podcast, photo and entertainment, and Middle Georgia sales and services.
Coke don't worry about Pepsi. I had to go see a man about a music.
Look at here, look at here.
A-Town down.
And you better not lose.
Tune in.
Not so fast, my friend.
You better say it with your chest.
Come on now, shout it.
And you better not lose.
Hey, you better watch your mouth now.
I am a Lego.
Better shut your mouth.
Yes, I am. I don't mean to interrupt.
Better say it with your chest.
Let's get it.
And you better not lose.
Peoples. How y'all doing this week?
I'm maintaining. How about you?
Same old. One day at a time.
I am well.
That is wonderful. So glad.
Wait.
Go ahead, Mike. What were we going to say?
Man, I just lost my train of thought just then that fast. Good Lord, how much my mind is going bad. Yeah, sister got her a cup. I need to go and pull me up a cup. I can't be the only one. I can't be the only one with a cup.
What's going on, Obadiah? Checking in as usual. We certainly appreciate you. Welcome to the Wednesday night edition of the Friday Night Lights podcast show. We are here for you. What's going on, Chris? How you doing? It's off season, but spring practice is gearing up, and each day is a day closer.
And not only that, we just got a lot of movement happening here within the last couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's get into it.
We can get into it. Now, one of the ones that struck me within, since last Wednesday is, hold on, let me blow this up a little bit for everybody to see. One of the ones that really shook me or got me was Stockbridge losing their coach.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that at all. What was Stockbridge senior heavy?
Looking at them from last year, they had a lot of I'm put it like that. They had a lot of senior production.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put it like that. I ain't gonna say they were senior heavy. They had a lot of senior production. Now maybe somebody else from that got scoops on the program can speak, but nah.
Yeah, I just find it interesting. I mean,
now
another opportunity. I don't think it was a job dissatisfaction thing. He went to the state championship game.
And actually, that's the guy that actually left. The other name that was in there was wrong. He was there before. But I'm just shocked that they actually lost him. Because I thought they had some, buildings trying to bring Stockbridge back to what they was when they had Brandon Cox down there.
Mm.
But I guess not. But the coach that built them up into that state power, Kevin Whitley, ended up going to Northgate. But Thomas Clark, the former coach that he did leave, where he's going, don't know why he left, but it is official that Stockbridge does have a coaching opening there now. With that being said, congratulations to Camden County.
Yeah, they got a great, based on his resume. I don't know, I know next to nothing about him, but based on the resume,
mm-hmm.
They really got a good coach.
Well, let's see if he can keep going what they was building on over the last 2 years, especially what they had going from last year.
Mm-hmm. Because they shot everybody.
Yeah.
I think they shot themselves. I don't know if I told you, hey Chris, but hey, what's going on, Lee? Obadiah said, "Do you think it was the pay?" Henry
With,
County pays pretty good. Pays pretty good though, don't it?
yeah, they do. I'm gonna put it like this. I'm hoping it was the pay and nothing else. I'm gonna leave it at that because when you're dealing with coaches up here in the Atlanta area, it, nine times majority of the time it comes down to pay. Anyway, everybody chases. I mean, we had this conversation last week. A lot of the coaches up here chasing, they'll end up chasing the dollar or chasing a path to the next level. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping it was the money. Unless he took a collegiate job, then that's a different story. But it's either the money or he got to the next level. Nobody knows exactly why he left yet. Word ain't came out that I've heard anyway.
Speaking of that, shout out to former Carver Columbus High School coach and UGA running backs coach Jell McGee. He can't coaching job with Georgia State.
Man, as a Georgia fan, that kind of hurt.
Yeah.
But I get it though. But we got a good. But Kirby did his thing and brought in somebody good. A good recruiter at that. Anyway.
Of course. What's going on, Collins? How you doing? What's going on, Kenneth? Yeah, we just talked about that. Kenneth Camden got a new coach. It was a great hire. Based on his resume. Now I don't know anything else about him and why he decided to leave Daytona State Championship. I don't know. But based on what's on paper, he is certainly a great hire. How you doing, Chad? What's going on, Marquise? How you doing, nephew? J-Bo coaching, look.
Huh?
I didn't know J-Bo was the coach. I'm just looking at Wayne County. I'm just joking.
Oh, you stupid, Cole.
And it's me squinting at the screen like, where she see that at?
Nah, Wayne County.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah. Now this is now. Now there's another vacancy that took me by surprise. Westlake.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I mean, go ahead.
I guess. How you doing, Kendrick? And we're gonna get back to your Bambish question in a minute, Obadiah. I mean, I understand what you're saying. It is a surprise, but my question is, do you think some people were getting antsy at Westlake because he's had these, I mean, wasn't Westlake supposed to like make a lot of noise? And then
Yeah, they.
kind of somewhere in the second round it's always kind of fizzled out.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were. They were supposed to make some noise last 2 years, the 2 years that Coach Zachary was there. But when you look at Westlake, though, it's hard to find a coach out, within this last decade that's been at Westlake for more than 3 years. They haven't had a coach stay at Westlake for more than 3 years within the last decade, and it's weird. And honestly, we can go back to 2012. No coach has stayed there for more than 3 years.
I wonder what that is, because Westlake has like 7,000 students.
They got a ton.
And it would seem to me that when you have that big of a pool to choose from, and isn't it a magnet school? So let's call it what it is. They can get some people in there if they want to. So
Now,
I'm wondering.
I just want you to see what I'm looking at, which has me baffled. This just has me baffled. So, like I say, you can go down to 2012. Since 2012, yeah, 2012. That's where we're gonna start at.
Mm-hmm.
Not a single coach has stayed at this program for more than 3 years, and the coach they just lost was only there for 2.
That's a good question. Podcast Land, what do you think? Why do you think people aren't staying at Westlake Seemed like a prime job to me, but
I mean, you're in a good location. You're in a good high middle class community. If you know the South Fulton Camp Creek area,
mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't get it, man. You got it's money there for the program. You got athletes. You got a pool to pick from. I don't get it. It must be something going on. Either one within the booster club that's pushing these folks away, or the administration is putting pressure on these folks, and they're like, "Screw it, I'll go somewhere else."
Yeah, I'm gonna ask somebody I know what's going on. Let's see. Kendrick, I don't know if I told you, hey, but how you doing? Lee said he probably knows Georgia high school football is great. He probably does know that, Lee. That's probably why he did come from Florida. How you doing, Steven? And so November the 1st, Coffee County and Thomas County Central play. Y'all have been going at it all day too. We're gonna talk about that later on. So y'all hold on, because I want your input as to who's gonna win and why.
Where they been going at it at? Because I ain't seen nothing.
On the on Chris's page. I mean,
okay.
South Georgia. Yeah, D'Angelo. I don't know what my buddy D'Angelo is, but he came out of hibernation today, and he started ruffling a few feathers, as only he can do. So,
Right.
they were at it today. Obadiah has a question. Who do you think would be a great fit for Bainbridge?
Mm. Mm. That's hard to answer. For me, it is. No, for me, it's hard to answer. I know that. I'm gonna tell you right now. For me, it's hard to answer.
I don't know. Whoever it is, they are really keeping it close to the vest, and I think they already know who they want and who they've got. You know.
I mean, if you just go off the list of coaches that just left a school, if you go off of that by itself alone, and like I said, I just got the list scrolling. If you did this, considering how I'm understanding how Bainbridge is set up, I'm looking at two coaches right now, maybe three, but yeah, I'm gonna say three. Macon County coach is one.
I think he retired.
I'm just saying, if they was hypothetically speaking, take a look at what Mr. Cofield did at McDonald. All right, and then take a look at what Thomas Clark did at Stockbridge. Now, hold on, I got one more.
Okay.
And I would take a serious look at the coach that just left Westlake.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But do you think they will hire him?
I mean, like I say, I don't know what's in their background. If anything is pending in their background, but I'm just saying I would take a look at them because they took, especially at McDonald, he took a program that wasn't performing as they should have been because they had a lot of disciplinary stuff going on over there, and he actually came in and cleaned it up and got them back used to winning, and actually he had something going there at McDonald. Granted, the level, some of the competition that they was playing they were just outmatched, and I get that. Particularly their region opponents, but they was building something over there.
Okay.
He was. And then, like I said, with Rico, he stepped into Westlake and kept going with what Westlake had going. Granted, he dealt with some things in his first year, some disciplinary stuff in his first year, which cost Westlake a few games because they had some players suspended from that fight 2 years ago.
I remember that.
I think it was Brookwood or somebody they played.
Yeah, it cost him a couple of games because
Yeah,
they cost him the game versus Cedar Grove.
correct.
I think
Because now,
I think it would have been more competitive had the guy played.
well, the starting quarterback got in a fight in school, not
Mm-hmm.
on the field against Brookwood, but in school that week. So that hurt them. But he maintained what they had going on. He still got them. Yeah, granted they didn't win a region those 2 years, but when you go back, they hadn't won a region in the last 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, but he basically drove the car and then crashed it, then tear it up. And I think Wayne County talks for himself. And I think Macon County coach, his resume speaks for himself of what he did at a single A school.
Yeah. Lee says, I think Chad Campbell would be a great fit for Bainbridge. And Lee, I don't necessarily disagree with you. I think he would fit right in Bainbridge. My thing is, I think Coach Campbell is probably on the downside of coaching. You know what I'm saying? Like he's at Westfield. But I think to make a big move to Bainbridge like that, I'm not sure that. But I don't know. I don't think he would do that. I think he likes where he is now. Let's see. Obadiah says, any Scary Perry fans on? They usually come in a little later. You'll see. Pat'll come in and say the four champions in the house, and then Eddie Gary will come in and smile, and then I think King Colin, he'll come in and say, hey, but not yet. They're not on here yet.
Not you calling them by name and know what they're gonna say.
They predictable.
So real quick, and I hope I'm not jumping the gun here because y'all know I gotta go soon.
Go ahead, go with it.
So it has been a conversation amongst us, of course, and I'm sure people in podcast land are wondering, can somebody tell us what is happening in Ware County? With that being said, the residents of Thomasville City as well as Thomas County, thank you for your contribution. We now have your defensive coordinator in the county and your offensive coordinator in the city. Please enlighten us as to what y'all got going on up 84.
Yeah.
Well, remember crickets. Remember crickets right now, huh?
None of their fans are probably on here. I can't even tell you the last time I saw a Ware County fan. However, you do have some of us that frequent the show that think we are prognosticators, even though we don't on the panel.
Tell them again, sis.
Everybody connected somewhere. They got a plug somewhere that knows something. So I know y'all know what's going on. Tell us.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think Coach Strickland might be on the way out if he don't produce this year.
Is that the guy from Ware County?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the head coach down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, when your coaching staff jumping shit, that's one thing when the kids leave. But when your coaching staff is jumping ship, that speaks volumes. Now, my question is, were they a senior heavy team this past year?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
For the most part, yeah. For the most part.
Okay.
Yeah. When I found out, okay, one thing. Okay, the defensive coordinator went to Thomas County Central. I said, okay, and then the offensive coordinators in Thomasville. I'm like, what's really going on down there? Is it and this is just a theory. Is it, you know how sometimes when people are getting antsy about the coaching and the head coach doesn't want to lose his job, so what he does is he goes ahead and gets rid of the coordinators to kind of buy him another year, because you can kind of blame it on them of why they weren't productive as they used to be.
I get that theory. However, if you gonna blame your offensive coordinator and your defensive coordinator,
Yeah.
then maybe you are the
Mhm.
problem.
But you don't want to lose your job. You got to put it on somebody.
What old girl said she was about to go to jail. You about to lose your job. You
You
about to
about to
lose your
lose your
job.
job.
Well, y'all, well, y'all funny.
Let's
Uh,
see.
it's interesting. I'm just curious on what's going on down there. So something ain't
It's a
right.
lot of theories, but where's my buddy O'Neal? O'Neal, come on and let us know. And what's my other friend from Gator
Hey,
Country?
as the seasoned saints say, some in the milk ain't clean.
That's right, baby. Some flies on down there.
It'll come out in the wash.
Yep.
Heck nah.
Oh, I love old country people. I think I'm old country people now, but yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Obadiah says, oh, okay. Colin says the DC is trying to get his lick back on Coffee for that 28-5 beatdown last year. Oh, okay. Obadiah says they probably left because they know if they come to Rose City, they are guaranteed to win at least more than 5 games. All right,
Hey,
Rose City.
either way it goes, the city or the county, you guaranteed 5 now.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you're right, Colin. Well, fans ain't talking right now. I ain't heard peep nor holler. We
Man,
got
they really didn't. They really didn't have much to talk about this past season anyway. Once the
true.
quarterback left, well, that season all downhill.
Kendrick says maybe some players will migrate this way too. Now that's gonna be a heck of a bona fide move.
Sure is, and we next topic.
You
Yeah,
know,
Cause we
you know
hey,
what?
cause if it happened next week, we ain't out nobody. We had no prior knowledge of anything. This is
yeah,
a hot topic at the moment.
yeah,
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna let y'all take my saying. Good dope sell itself, right?
And
yeah.
it do.
Okay,
That's it.
And,
That's it.
and wet don't sell nowhere.
That's right.
so we're gonna leave that at that.
Marquise has a great point. You see how the 49ers head coach fired his offensive coordinator, but Kyle blew 3 leads in the Super Bowl. Yes, once as a coordinator and twice as a head coach. I mean, he wet the bed. He really did.
Kyle Shanahan is cursed anyway.
You think it's Kyle Shanahan that's cursed?
Yeah, Kyle Shanahan cursed anyway. Yeah, we put a hex on him before he left Atlanta.
Yeah, it looked like the head was on him.
Right.
Hey,
You sure that
man,
ain't far back?
well, what? Well, okay. I'm a bag up. I'm a bag up. Them swamp people put a hex on him, and for some odd reason, the hex wasn't supposed to start until after the Super Bowl, but it started during the Super Bowl when he
Oh,
was with Atlanta. So,
oh,
so
okay.
we're gonna blame the swamp. So we're gonna blame them swamp people from Orleans on that
Okay, so that's what it was. Okay.
My,
one.
my,
Hmm.
my.
Let me give a shout out to the basketball, because basketball is going on. Whoever won last night or tonight, they will be playing in the final four all across the country. I mean, all across the state. I think Savannah State, West Georgia, Fort Valley, somewhere up in Atlanta. It's like 7 different locations. But shout out to Carver Columbus boys and girls. And I think what Hardaway is going to the final four too.
Monroe's girls from Albany are
Congrat-
going.
Congratulations to Monroe. Um, s- Congratulations to Macon County. They beat Clinch County. Final four Friday night against Green Forest. Shout out to you guys. Did Baldwin win? Yeah, Baldwin won yesterday. Central High School won yesterday. I'm not sure. The coaches from Baldwin County. I need to figure out. I think they did win.
Baldwin, you said?
Huh?
You said Baldwin, right? You're trying to figure out?
Yeah. I can't remember.
Uh, ain't Baldwin is what class Baldwin in?
They're 4A right now.
4A? Let me see. Yeah, they're playing Westminster.
Tonight.
Yeah, tonight. They're playing Westminster tonight.
Okay. I have cousins associated with Baldwin and Westminster. Wow. Shout out to both of them. Speaking of that, have y'all ever been on Westminster's campus? I know you have, Mike, but at
Yeah.
podcast land, have you all been on Westminster's campus? Their football fields leaves much to be desired. However, their school is a thing of beauty. It's ridiculous. It is very, very nice. And it's unassuming because it's right off, you can't really see it. And it's that quick left once you get out the interstate. But it is a beautiful campus. And you're gonna pay a lot of money to go there.
All I'm gonna say is this on this basketball thing, on the boys basketball.
Oh,
Go
nice.
Region 5. Go Region 5. Go Region 5.
Whatever. Shout out to Baldwin Braves and my cousin Nico. He's an assistant coach. Let's see. Marquis said Westside High School of Augusta boys. They just beat Model. Dang, they beat them to death in the Elite 8. Good goobly goo. You know what, Obadiah? You are a shade thrower. You hear me? He said Hardaway finally making some noise in a sport.
And baby, I love the shade. Long as it ain't hate week for us, I be here for it because it really be funny.
What you say? What you say, sis? That's messy.
This is getting messy.
Yeah. Oh, they have a
Y'all ain't no good.
Westminster in Augusta too. Okay.
It ain't the same though.
I haven't been to the one in Augusta, so I don't know. But yeah, shout out to all the basketball because listen, as long as football season is, basketball season is exhausting. I mean, you got games 3 times a doggone week.
It is, but we just ready for it to hurry up and be over. Like, shout out to y'all that's hooping and stuff. Get your little scholarships, hoop dreams, and hey, we really love that for y'all. But we some real Friday night cowbell slanging, clutch toting, gonna probably cuss you and your mama out. Football loving people over here.
Hey, Jess, real fast. I do want to clarify the Baldwin girls are in the Final Four for sure.
Okay.
They're playing. Yeah, they're gonna be playing at Fort Valley State next week, this coming weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Friday and Saturday.
So the boys haven't played or they lost?
Now the boys play tonight.
Oh, okay.
In the Elite 8 to see if they can make it to the Final Four.
Gotcha. Well, it's all interesting. So, podcast land.
What? Loudon's actually winning this? Oh, never mind.
Oh yeah, Lounge girls are
Yeah.
They're winning in basketball.
I see.
So when does spring practice? When does that start? March next week or when?
No, April. Most schools it should be April. If I ain't mistaken.
Kia said your train horn is ready for Friday night. Are those not banned? Like did they just say make a rule about it or something? I mean, I know that don't matter to Yellow Jacket fans. They don't give a damn. They were in the bins like whatever.
I'm gonna say they haven't come out with their new bylaws yet. We're gonna put that ice in anyway on that.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I remember that Kendrick Wayne and County and Spalding girls were kicked out. of the playoffs with 3 minutes left in the second quarter for fighting. Yeah, that was a couple of weeks ago. And I think we kind of touched on it last week to try to kind of figure out because it's happening so often now. So we're just trying to figure out what's going on with these kids. Oh, the horns they brought weren't artificial. Okay.
Mm.
What is an artificial horn then?
Mm.
Are you talking about like the noise makers with the bottles and the pennies? Nah, you right, Marquis. They didn't give a fat baby's buttocks. They were like, who gonna check me, boo? Who gonna check me? Nobody.
Nah, what was funny was when the referee making that announcement, they just got louder and louder and louder.
Yes, they did. I mean, and what could they do? What you gonna do? You gonna forfeit the game?
Facts.
Okay, the long yellow horns that you saw were artificial, and those were banned. Okay.
Interesting. Yeah, we're gonna see what we're gonna see what they do here soon.
What's going on, Mr. Robert? How are you doing? I have a question for you, Mike. With the job openings that are still with the jobs that are still open in football, coaching football, which are the most attractive?
To me, I like that Westlake job.
Mm-hmm.
I like Westlake and Wayne County.
Okay. And of course, Bainbridge.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. Bainbridge doesn't excite me right now. I got to dig in and do my research and see what they got coming back. I'm just saying off the rip.
I was just talking about as far as a program period.
And that's why I say no. I'm going off of Bainbridge on the last two seasons. I know for the last 2 years they disappointed me. So I don't know if it was the coaching or what players just didn't want playing for the coach. That's why I said I really got to dig into Bainbridge and see what they got as far as players and stuff coming back. But just off the rip, Wayne County and Westlake right now. And I think I said I think I gave y'all my points on Westlake because I think that's if you're gonna compare the two, Bainbridge, Westlake, okay, Westlake is a northern version of Bainbridge then. With a little bit more money, but Fulton County ain't paying nobody.
Which is weird to me.
I know, right? All them tax dollars they getting.
So, what's going on, Nikki? Nikki has a question. Who's in charge of the GHSA now?
It's still Robert Hines until August. Robert Hines steps down in August on August 1st, and I forgot who the new guy is that's gonna step in.
I don't know. I'll look it up. Oh, but Stephen, a Bainbridge coach left and went to Tift County. He got a job over there, and I'm sure they threw everything but the kitchen sink at him, too. Kenneth says Bainbridge is gonna be young. And Obadiah says, well, we all know it won't be Bainbridge versus Peach County in the region championship like I thought it would be. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
That's why they play the games.
Obadiah said, I'm so ready for his shady ass to leave. I'm going to say how you want to say it, Obadiah. Robin Hines, yes, I get it why you ready for him to go, but it's kind of like, who are they gonna put in there? I don't know who they're gonna put in there. Like Dale Hughes used to say, you leave a man because he won't pay the light bill. You wind up with a man who don't pay the light bill and he whoop your ass. So you gotta be, you know what I'm saying?
Be careful on what you wish for.
Yeah. Let's see. Cambridge played some tough opponents last year. Bainbridge. Oh yeah. I mean, they got the state champion in the second round, if you think about it. So, and it was a knockdown, drag out fight. the good defensive battle, and what a touchdown determined the score. So they got a bad draw.
You said last year, right?
Will
you actually look at their schedule from last year?
He said, did he say the past few years or did he say last year? Oh, he said last year. Yeah.
I mean, the schedule last year was really soft. Hell, they should have beat Coffee. But my thing is, trust me, hear me out on this. Walk with me on this. Their schedule was soft last year, with the exception of TCC. At the end of the day, you play the back. Listen to me. Which I said they should have beat Coffee. They lost to Coffee 23-14. But walk with me on this, okay?
Okay.
You played Elka. You played a down Thomasville, a down Ware County, a down Brooks County. And then you got in the region played Westover, Shaw, Hardaway, and Cairo. Come on. Now, granted, you played Perry tough. You had a chance to win that game. You lost 7-3 in the second round. But your regular season schedule, when you get down to it, it was soft. The names might move the needle, but when you get down into it, your regular season was scheduled. Was soft. You did what you were supposed to do.
D said we lost only 3 games and all state champs. They lose 3 games.
I just said you did what you were supposed to do with the exception of you should have beat Coffee. That's the only game that Coffee and Perry, you let slip through. But for the most part, your schedule was soft when you get down to it. Now, the year before that, you did what you did as expected, going 8-5 in 2022 because of who you was playing and your level of play. You did what you were supposed to do.
They beat Ware County.
Last year. In 2022. I'm with you on that. No. Oh, you talking about this past year? Ware County was down. Go back to 2022. Lost to Ware County, right? Because of why? Ware County had an extraordinary athlete at quarterback. That extraordinary athlete at quarterback was gone in 2023.
And it showed.
Exactly. Again, a down Ware County. Brooks County was not the same Brooks County as before.
Obadiah got a point. Obadiah said, D, don't feel bad. Multiple podcasters said TCC had a soft schedule in 2023. This boy, that man is shaking.
And you know what? They did. I'm gonna put it out there. TCC did have a soft regular season schedule. I don't care how you spin it. You had a soft schedule last year. Because everybody you played, for the most part, was down. And you caught some teams at a good time, too.
So, Kendra, let me ask you. He said Cairo fans have been ran off all the talk shows, but it doesn't Cairo. Cairo was a pretty decent team last year. What do they have coming back? Do y'all know?
Nah, not off the rip. I ain't did my research on what folks got coming back yet. I'm trying to wait for the spring to play out.
I'm sure down there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and wait for all these wait for all these transfers to happen over the summer in the first part of the summer.
Yeah, the devil is a lion. Thirsty. That's what Obadiah said.
He sure is. I don't care what you say though. TCC had a solid regular season schedule and caught a couple of teams at the right time when they had some injured players.
Oh, Kendra says Cairo needs a coach. Okay.
That's what everybody say about a team they like that ain't winning.
Marquis says, I know Thompson had a weak schedule last year, except for Burke County and Toombs County.
Do we really have to have this conversation again about Thompson?
He just told you they had a weak schedule.
It wasn't for me. It wasn't even the schedule. We knew the schedule. We knew the Augusta part of the schedule was weak. It was a matter of Thompson playing, playing team ball and going on in life without oh boy.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing we asked from Thompson was to prove was that they can carry forward without him. Without what's the name, Curry, I think.
Yeah, and they were doing pretty decent until what's the name, Toombs kind of came over there. That was, I don't know if they took them lightly or what. Or Toombs County was an excellent team and they took them lightly. But I mean, I don't want to say it. The fact that they lost is not necessarily as surprising as in the manner in which they lost. You know what I mean? They got totally demolished at home. They were embarrassed at home. It's one thing to.
Well, I know the fan. Yeah, I know the fan base underestimated Toombs.
I think a lot of people underestimated Toombs, and I wonder how young they are and what they're gonna do.
I mean, but you get down to their schedule, they had a chance to beat Burke County last year. But for the most part, though, especially for their region schedule, everybody expected Thompson to run through their region schedule. It was just a matter of how was you guys going to perform in the playoffs as the competition got better and better, and you showed your hand in round 2.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
yeah, Toombs County was a good team. Okay, well. Oh, somebody asked earlier. Oh, about any Atlanta Falcons news.
no, we're getting ready for the new season to start. Well, we can go ahead and talk NFL. As far as the Falcons go, one, releasing players. I ain't gonna say releasing, but not re-signing players right now. And then the contracts go into default and prepare themselves for the upcoming season. Some of these players that we're releasing, like specifically the tight end we let go today, Janu Smith.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Janu Smith.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah. Hoping we can re-sign him once the new season starts. Cordero Patterson, it was expected. So do expect the Falcons to go ahead and bring in a new running back to replace him, or a new Swiss Army knife to replace him, so to speak, i.e. Bijan Robinson. But and then the biggest thing is getting in position now for the upcoming season with the draft and how they're going to play this quarterback position. And then the next thing for all NFL teams, tomorrow at 3:00, everybody's focused on the NFL Combine. Everybody's focused on the NFL Combine starting tomorrow. Is it the 29th or March 1st? One of them. But I know it's this weekend, though. But everybody's waiting for the NFL Combine now. So Falcons in good position. Plus, we got got a lot of money going into free agency. See what we can do with it.
Yeah, they freed up a lot of cap space by releasing him as well. Let's see. Preston says all these schools without head coaches are behind the curve. Kids should be in the gym getting ready for spring practice. What's going on? Yeah, maybe Tracy. Maybe what's going on is they have an interim. They just hadn't. They haven't, like, somebody internally is the interim, and they're doing that until the new coach comes on. But you're right; it's kind of late. It's March, and the fact that Smith County has a coach, it's time for everybody to have one at this point.
Heck no.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, Tracy, but you're right, and I'm really interested in what's going on down there in Montezuma. With regards to what Mr. Sanders, what's going on at HOCO, Houston County, be a little more specific and let me know. Marquise wants to know, Mike, if you were the GM of the Falcons, would you sign Russell Wilson, or trade for Justin Fields?
Okay, here's my thing. When it comes to the quarterback, I want a veteran quarterback in that quarterback room. Honestly, it doesn't matter to me whether it's Russell Wilson or Kirk Cousins. Either one is fine by me. Right? They both ballers. They both can do what they're gonna do. My issue with Justin Fields is this: one, if we trade for him, I have no problem swapping 8 and 9, and I have no problem giving up a third round. As long as I'm not giving up my second round for this year's draft, I'm good. Um, my issue though, my biggest thing though is one: if we trade for him, what are we going to do for the two spots behind him? Are we still going to keep Desmond Ritter? Because we still control his contract for 3 more years. Meaning, we got basically two rookies in the locker room trying to teach each other. So, are we? And we're definitely not going to keep paying Heineke what he's paying. We're paying Heineke starter money. No, sir. I'll release you, let you go, and re-sign you, or reconstruct your contract, or bring a third quarterback in, because I'm going to carry 3 quarterbacks regardless. One of them just going to be deactivated come game day, but I'm going to carry 3 quarterbacks on the roster. So, what are you going to do to get some veteran leadership in that quarterback room if you do trade for Justin Fields? Because you basically got 2 rookies on roster. The good thing is you control both of their contracts for 2 to 3 years. Bad thing is you got 2 rookies teaching each other. So in my mind, you bring in a veteran, i.e. Russell Wilson, Kirk Cousins, and you draft a quarterback and let that veteran run these, because you're going to keep, like I said, you draft a quarterback and bring in a veteran, you're going to release Heineke. You're going to keep Desmond Ritter on the roster because you still control his contract for 3 more years. You got 2 years control over Justin Fields, so you ain't got to pay those 2 quarterbacks. Man, you can get that veteran $20 million to come in for 2 seasons. That second year, he just understand, hey, you might be riding the bench that second year. So you got to figure out, man, exactly what you're as a GM, especially with the Falcons, which way is going to save you more money.
Yeah, I feel you.
Me, bring in that veteran and let's draft one. I got 2 rookies on the books. I'm gonna let one of them go anyway in 3 years, i.e. Riddler. This veteran, I know you're gonna be gone in 2 years, so therefore, Justin Fields, you better learn what you can from both of them.
Let's see. Yeah, Kendrick, when you get a chance, let us know. Are you talking about the Houston County teams, period, or HOCO in particular? Because when you say Houston County, I mean, you could be talking about anybody. You talking about Warner Robins, Veterans, Perry, Northside, or HOCO. So, and so Obadiah wants to know. Oh, okay. Oh, HOCO has a video going around from the baseball team. Oh yeah, Yo told me a little bit about that the other week. I don't know what the outcome of that was, but yes, it was not pretty. It was not pretty at all. Yeah, some people were some people were exposed. Let's put it like that. Some students were exposed, but I don't know what happened with it. Yeah, because I can't say it out on the podcast. But allegedly there were some not so nice things.
But y'all tell me in the group chat, because I don't know nothing about the video.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get back to your question in a minute, Obadiah. But since we're on the Falcons, let me go ahead and get this out of the way. Marquis says, if we get Russell Wilson, I hope him, Sierra, and future drama doesn't affect the team.
Man, you stay on your side, we stay on our side. ain't never past the top man of 285 for future.
Tracy said, "Bro, Russell Mile will be on keeping his wife out of Riverdale. The ATL streets are way different than Seattle and Denver."
That's why they gonna live north of Flowery Branch.
Yeah, they gonna live off Sugarloaf Parkway somewhere up there.
Man, no, they gonna be further north than that. You gotta go way. You ain't even on. Sean, you ain't even on 85. You know that little. They way up there about past Lake Lanier.
Good Lord.
That's where they gonna be living at, because that's where Flowery Branch is. They might not. No, Gainesville. Gainesville over in that area?
Mm-hmm.
I think so. But yeah.
You gonna have little future gonna be going to Gainesville, Gainesville High.
Man, they gonna be way up there.
That's a long way, buddy. That's a long way.
They gonna be way up there.
Tracy said, "Russell, how you already said that part." No. But wouldn't it? I wonder. Oh my goodness! If Russell helped bring us a Super Bowl to Atlanta, our future would probably just nut up. He would.
Nah, I'm gonna be honest with you on this one. Russell wouldn't even bring it with the receiving core we got right now.
Well, you never know.
With the receiving core we got right now, man, I'm being honest. Now, you know I'm a Falcons fan through and through, but we got to upgrade that receiving core, man. We need another receiver. Justin Fields ain't gonna bring it if we don't get that other receiver to offset. No, not Kyle Pitts.
Oh,
the other receiver. Yeah, the other receiver. I can't even think his name right now. I see his light skin in the face. I see it. Yeah, I see his light skin in the face, but I can't think his name right now. Drake London. Yeah, we gotta get somebody to offset London. So that's my thing. And that's my biggest thing. You bring in a quarterback, you definitely got to get a good, should be number one type receiver. Solidify that number two receiver spot. You got to get that to help help the passing game.
Mm-hmm. So, CJ Lane said he wants Justin Fields. Let's see. Obadiah says, when will the Friday Night Lights way too early football polls be released? Probably July, right?
Yep,
July. So you got a few months on that, sir. But let's go back to your other question that you had. What are y'all's thoughts about Region 2-5A?
It's a tough region.
You got Thomas County Central, Coffee County, and
Houston County, Lee County, Veterans, and Northside.
It's 3 state champions. What's the other state champion?
Like I said, you got Coffee, Houston County, Lee County, Northside, TCC, and Veterans.
Houston County, TCC.
So here's my thing with that region. As of right now, hands down, if it's TCC's region, just on the cover, just looking at the region on the cover.
Okay. Y'all heard that, Coffee fans?
That's it. Now, again, that's just looking on the cover. No research done. No doing a dive in to see what each of these teams got coming back right now. But just off the cover, yeah, it's TCC's right now. We'll see how it shapes up though as we get into the summer.
Tracy, go to bed.
Hell no.
You say it don't take one time. One time our brother to holler, "What up, shot at the Waffle House?" and Russell Mine will be done for the season.
So, man, y'all crazy.
Listen, you don't know what Russell does. He rents out the Waffle House for the night. Ain't nobody that just holler, "What up, shawty?"
Now, see what it is. Y'all don't forget Russell is a changed man now. Y'all didn't hear what he said to Sierra at the award show? I need to get you up out of that latex. You're doing too much, Russell. Don't worry about it then. You can stay in it.
Oh, yeah. did you hear what he said on the I Am My Athlete podcast? Brandon Marshall. He just annoys me to no end, but that's a whole nother story. But he asked what his favorite Sierra songs were, and he named one I didn't know, but then he said My Body, my Body song. He said I saw that video and there was some smile she did in that video, and I said, yeah, she's gonna be mine. Well, in that video, guess who her lead was? Future. So he was with Future. I mean, it's the shade for me because she was still with Future, and he was saying, "Hey, I gotta have her." So disrespectful.
Throwed off.
Disrespectful.
But yeah, when I heard Russ make that little comment at the award show talking about, hey, when we get home, you coming up out that latex. Russell, you doing too much. That's fine, you can stay in it. Oh, Russell pimping now.
Oh, he's in love now.
Nah, damn that. She done brought the freak out of him. Yeah. He's a changed man.
Yeah, he definitely in love. He's definitely that. Let's see. I can't stand Brandon Marshall either. He got a big mouth, and I think he's bipolar too. I think that's part of it. That's why he does stupid stuff and lies. Steven says that's why we play the games. We shall see. Colin said a lot of production has to be replaced for TCC.
And that's why I said, don't some production need to be replaced for coffee too? But
they say they reloading.
Okay. So here's my question. Right. What in your right mind makes you, we're gonna say you about a 5'8" individual, and you decide to take on a 6'5" NFL player with your 5'8" to 5'10" buddies? What makes you think y'all can win?
Cause it's two of y'all. And you already have it in your mind that he's not gonna beat you because that's what you said the day before you actually pushed up on it. Right?
So here's my thing. I don't know if y'all actually really zoomed in on the video. Why is Cam holding one of them dudes like a baby and just slanging the other one around by his collar?
Like he got two bad kids. Like, come on here, let's go.
Yeah. I mean, dude getting tossed around like a rag dog, got one on feet, ain't even on the ground. And then you got a third one want to come in and sneak. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and try to sneak some hits in.
Well, did you see? Okay, so the very next day those guys were on a podcast. Did you see that?
All I know is one of them posted a video himself talking about I don't fight for free. Yeah, I got some money out of his pocket. Y'all think I'm just gonna be doing this just get my ass whooped, But dude, look at your mouth all blooded up.
Well, no, I thought he was talking about like the clip I saw. I thought he was talking about the game. So did you hear the podcast? They got on the podcast the very next day after they got embarrassed. They got on somebody's podcast, and so this is the story that they said.
Okay.
So Cam and these guys worked together in 2020. They did not go into detail as to what happened, but they broke away and they started TA Sports. I think Cam has his thing, but TA Sports, they have their 7-on-7s and they train wide receivers. Well, apparently, according to these guys, they always meet up with Cam's teams and they beat Cam's team all the time. And Cam is always real nasty and talking trash. Well, this particular weekend, they said first thing Cam did was send his boys over there to taunt their team. Cam was talking all kind of crap. They beat Cam that first day. The second day, Cam was still talking like he didn't care. And so what happened was, I guess they were playing a game. They were still playing a game, and Cam was where he was on that. What was that? Over that railing. They said Cam was hollering over the railing down to them and just talking mad junk. The guy said he came up to Cam to talk to him, but Cam automatically grabs him. And the other dude with the dread said, I saw Cam grab my brother. Well, I don't fight, but I ain't fixing to,
Let my brother get beat down. Yeah.
So yeah, but let both of us get our butts whooped. So basically that's their version of the story. But my thing is, why are you gonna let somebody's words get to you that bad?
Shit, damn that. I want the hat Cam had on.
I know, right?
That thing did not budge. Tilt. That thing had that TI glue on it.
It was steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. You and me. It did not move.
That's the funniest thing about the whole video they got me. His hat never came off. It never fell. It never moved. It was stuck in place like T.I. be tilted his hat's back.
Lord have mercy. Oh, Colin said Cam really could have hurt them boys. He was way better than me because I would have drugged their ass. Oh, I get you.
Yeah.
Let's see. So Collins and Obadiah are going back and forth. Coffee says they are going to beat TCC. TCC says, Obadiah says that's not going to happen. Don't believe me, just watch. Marquis says Cam had them boys flying like the airplane looking out the window.
Man, that's all funny.
How you doing, Miss Esther? Welcome. Yeah, Shannon said it couldn't have been him. He did say that. He said he wouldn't have come back.
Nah, it would have been Shannon because Shannon got too much to lose. Shannon wouldn't have thrown. He would not have thrown any hands because he got too much to lose. He would have did the exact same thing. Just flung them boys around in an effort to protect himself. Because the man is gonna defend himself regardless. Shannon Sharp would have did it smartly and just flung them boys around and pushed them up off of him at the end of the day. So Shannon can say what Shannon wants to say. Shannon ain't finna lose all that money he got coming in.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame him.
But it was funny though.
It definitely was.
So the listeners know and understand what's going on tonight. We are supposed to have a special guest. If they can conclude their business, once they conclude their business, and if we are still on, we will have a special guest. I'm not going to say who the special guest is, but we are anticipating having a special guest on tonight with us. So if you are patient with us and endure our conversation, hopefully we get to treat you to something special tonight.
Lord have mercy. Let's see. Oh my Lord. Miss Esther said Coffee can't do nothing but pour some Folgers in my boy's cup. Okay. Okay. Says, I know they said TCC had a soft schedule, but let's honestly look at Coffee's schedule. Stop playing in our face because everybody on this podcast knows that Lee is going to beat Coffee. Okay.
Oh, really?
Thanks, Collins. We appreciate you. We thank you for listening as long as you did. Marquis said you and Mr. Thirsty need to go on first take.
Yeah, I don't want us on TV for real.
No.
Now,
are we replacing Molly and Stephen A, or are we going to be on there with them? Because I can tell you, I can't stand Molly. She gets on my nerves.
You know what? Who said Coffee had a weak schedule last year? Who said that? I gotta agree with you on that, Obadiah. They had a weak schedule. Did what they were supposed to do with it.
Well, they won. Now, listen. They also, in the playoffs, they went into Cartersville and whooped their tail now.
The best game they played all year, the best team they played all year was Creekside.
They went to Cartersville and beat them. That's not they were number 1 at the time, number 2.
Cartersville was number 1. I'm with you on that. But again, let's fall back. In the beginning of the year, we highly praised Cartersville, right? Because we were expecting Cartersville to be Cartersville, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But as the season progressed and Cartersville played, Cartersville was not looking like Cartersville, especially when they played Calhoun, Cass, and Hiram. And when they opened up the region play against Calhoun, beat Calhoun by 4, played against Cass, beat Cass by a touchdown, and should have lost to Hiram. Only won by 1. That's when we realized Cartersville is not the Cartersville that we thought they was gonna be.
I got you, but
at least for me, anyway.
I get that, but still, going into Cartersville is not an easy thing to do.
And I give you that. Playing at Cartersville is a hard task.
Just like TCC going up to Rome and doing what they did. I mean, that was difficult.
But I think early on in the season, we saw the true colors of Cartersville, specifically when they played Jonesboro, and you beat Jonesboro by 9 points when you should have drugged them. That opened, okay, whoa, what's going on in that opened you up to what's going on in Cartersville this year. And then, like I say, open up region play, and we knew Calhoun was a little down this year. Cass is Cass. Hiram is Hiram. Come on. So I ain't avoided the question yet. I already asked the question over there. I said Coffee had a soft schedule. I'm actually looking at it, they had a soft schedule. They did what they were supposed to do. And that's why I say again, the best team they played that whole year, best overall team was Creekside. Granted, Bainbridge played them tough. Don't get me wrong. Bainbridge played them tough, 23-14. All right, what's the score of that game? But yeah, for the most part, though, yeah, they had a weak schedule. And we definitely ain't gonna talk about their region.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well.
But now, looking at their schedule for this upcoming season, it's a whole lot better and respectable for their in-state play. I'm gonna leave it at that.
They got 3 teams out of Florida, but
that's supposed to mean what?
No, what I'm saying is they couldn't find 3 teams in Georgia that would play them. I don't think that's their fault.
Okay, we've been saying the same thing about a particular 3A school for the past 3 years. And exactly. Exactly. You do what you got to do to fill the schedule. Mm-hmm. That means you got to cross the border or something and go somewhere else, then that's what you do.
Mm-hmm. So y'all don't go back to Carver, Montgomery?
I don't know. I ain't seen our schedule. I haven't seen our schedule. I haven't talked about our schedule, to be honest with you.
Okay. Well, if y'all going over there off of the Pike exit, no, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna tell you that lie. We can watch the game.
So
y'all go to the left, I'm gonna go to the right.
Well, I'm gonna say it like this. Last time I talked to Coach about the schedule, he was looking for games for week 2 and 3 of the regular season, and potential scrimmage opponents.
Okay. Well,
yeah, so that's and that was several weeks ago, I think it was. So I don't know if Coach found any opponents yet or not. I haven't asked him. He ain't putting that up on his Twitter, so just waiting for him to post it. But man, if he can't, you know what? We need to get him on here because that sure would be a good question to ask him on the spot.
What?
What that schedule looking like, Coach?
Well, maybe
what you hiding over there?
Well, hopefully we can ask him soon. If not tonight, maybe in the weeks coming up. And also podcast land. I don't know who's out there listening. If you have someone that you would like us to talk to on this panel, please reach out to us and let us know. And if you have the connections to get us, in to talk with, we'd be more than happy.
For sure.
To talk to people.
Yeah. The easiest way to reach out, I do want to say that the easiest and best way to reach out to us is if you send us a message on the page, through the page, and someone will respond to you immediately. Or should I say, I'm not going to say immediately, but within an hour, someone will respond to you. As long as it's, legitimate communication. You sending us spam and stuff, then we probably going to flip you off and delete your message. But, cause we get a lot of spam. So if you're going to message us, please make it legitimate if and when you do. Should be it. Yep. Other than that, I got, it's something I was thinking about. I've been thinking about. With GHSA getting ready to implement NIL deals, right? Something that's bothering me is we're starting to see something take form that might end up becoming the norm here in the state of Georgia. And it's reclassification of these high school kids.
What do you mean?
Okay.
So they graduate early. Is that what you're saying?
No, they're reclassifying a whole year early and graduating a year early.
Yeah,
but we haven't seen that a lot in the state of Georgia. And this is here's my thing with it. As a fan of the game, and a fan of my school, I'm just sitting at conversation me and my homeboy was having, looking at like, man, that was unexpected to lose a year from a key player, to lose an entire season from a key player. Carrollton has just lost an entire season of not having Juju there.
Because he did reclassify. He's going to
Juju reclassified. When the school year starts next year, he's going to be basically a senior and not a junior. Which, one, I'm mad about because if Juju had stayed, the conversation we had 2 years ago, Juju is going to shatter Trevor Lawrence's state record, passing yards record. Now he's not. We're not going to see that record fall and belong to Juju.
So
and also,
what? Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, that's something that we was looking forward to seeing through his high school career. And now we're going to miss out on that.
Yes. So who was the what record did the guy did the kid at Prince Avenue break?
Okay. The kid at Prince Avenue. Give me a second. I gotta pull up because I forget off the top. I think he broke the touchdown record for sure. I think it was the touchdown records. I'm not sure if it was career or season. The guy, he broke. It wasn't career, so therefore he had to have broken the season record for touchdowns in the season. Let me verify. I'm verifying it right now. Yeah, he broke well, he didn't break it. He tied the season record for passing touchdowns with 56. He's tied with the kid from Macon County who back in 2016, Kahari Lane set at 56.
Okay.
He broke Aaron Nolan's and Gunnar Stockton record, who was at 55. And he broke his own record, the year before of 54.
Okay. So Trevor Lawrence's record is intact for now until another sensation comes along.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because as of right now, let me get back to it. Ah, shucks, that ain't what I meant to hit the wrong button.
I wish he was in Atlanta. Come home, Trevor.
Now, as of right now, like the kid, no, that's Steven. Where's the career at? Yeah, so in the career, the kid from Prince Ave currently holds the record for career passing yards. He passed Trevor Lawrence by 20 yards. He's sitting at 13,922 yards in the number one spot. Trevor, 13,902. Okay. Keep those numbers in mind, 13.
Mm-hmm. 13 now.
Jude, yeah, 13,922. For Juju, I'm trying to find him on. I know he's on this list. I'm just trying to see where he was at. Where you at? What's Juju last name?
Honey, I don't know my
Well, I
last.
want to say Lewis. Well, I want to say Lewis, Julian Lewis, or something like that.
I don't know my last name right now. Don't ask me.
Man, you gotta go see it. Well, you know what? Mule chaser. We're gonna leave it at that.
Trust me, that ain't got nothing to do with it.
Where Julian Lewis at on this list? Why you not coming up? Am I missing you somewhere? Am I missing something? Because he was over 10. He should have been over close to 10,000. No, you know what? He wasn't close to 10,000. He was close to 7, 8. Because he didn't go over 4,000 yards this year. They ain't even got him on this list. So my homeboy cuts me out right now. And just so my homeboy know that's listening, dude, I am correct. He broke Trevor Lawrence's record by 20 yards this year. If I got it wrong, then the historians got it wrong. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Damn it, because I'm looking at the site, but I can't find. They ain't got Lewis on this list. They ain't got Juju on this list. That's funny. But yeah, I was looking forward to seeing Juju chase the record and break it though. But now we're not gonna be able to see that.
You certainly won't.
But I think it's gonna be a norm, especially for these kids. These five-star recruits that's gonna be popping out of Georgia, popping up in Georgia. Don't be surprised you start seeing a trend of them reclassifying and going into college early.
For NIL deals?
It's just, no, well, that's going to be part of it, but that's not the only thing. It's going to be the fact that, one, the NIL money is there, and they know they just cut 2 years off from getting to the NFL instead of cutting 1 year off to get to the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So
I wonder how that's gonna affect these high school kids, because the transfer portal, like most schools now, they're going to the transfer portal and they don't have a whole bunch of high school kids that are coming out. What's up, my friend Wody? He said, we play out this year. How you feel?
Who is y'all? Peace County?
Yeah. We played Doherty this year. I feel pretty good. We'll see. You know, I'm a cautious, optimistic person. I'm an optimistic, yet cautious person. But I think we will handle business, but let's see. How do you feel? That's what I want to know. How do you feel about your team now that Cam Davis is gone? That's a good question. That's what I want to know. What do y'all have down there that we should?
Everything go back to normal.
Listen, let me tell you something now. Doherty was, like, as far as football went, Doherty was the football team down there. It looks like Monroe is making noise now, but at one point Doherty was that team. Walter said we got one of the hardest schedules in the state. I believe that. Yeah, I did see y'all's schedule. Yeah, it's not easy.
I can't buy what Max Preps is selling right now.
What is Max Preps trying to sell? Oh, but
They
now we just talked about what happened to Cam Newton a few minutes ago. Yeah, we saw it.
nah. They telling me Juju. Well, yeah, that does sound about right. Juju got right now in 2 years he had 7,200 yards passing in 2 years.
Because I don't
Freshman
think
sophomore year.
he didn't do as well this year. I mean, as he
Yeah.
did last year, right?
I mean, yardage wise, no. Touchdown, he put up his average 48. And he reduced his interceptions by 10. And he increased his quarterback rating by basically 19 points. It was just the yardage wasn't there, but he was more efficient though. And he did he damn near cut his attempts in half. So think about it. In his freshman year, he attempted 432 passes, right?
Mm-hmm.
In his sophomore year, he only attempted 280 passes and still had a tad bit over 3,000 yards. He was showing improvement.
Okay.
And still threw for 48 touchdowns and only 2 interceptions. Man. Yeah, I'm gonna miss watching that kid throw the ball in college. I mean in high school. But that's basically what it's doing when you get down to it, when they reclassify. They cutting 2 years off on their path to the NFL because they just took a year off in high school. All they gotta do is play 3 years in college and they gone.
So that's interesting. And I don't know if we asked this question either, because I think all of it affects everything else. So, with these reclassifications and the kids leaving early, and even if they're not reclassifying them going to their respective colleges in January. That happens a lot now. It used to not happen like that, but like a lot of kids are going to their chosen school in January. So with that being said, how do you think it's going to reach a point where the second week in February, I mean, it's lost its luster, but do you think it goes away?
Everybody's gonna follow the SEC. You know what the SEC is gonna do, right? Starting next year. The SEC is gonna have their own sign period a week earlier in December.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But here's my thing. I hear what you're saying. And what you're talking about is a senior in high school graduating early.
Yeah.
That's fine and dandy. That's expected. That's been going on for kids to enroll early and get a jump and actually participate in that spring game.
Exactly.
Which is no problem. All that means is you're positioning yourself to graduate college early. Cool, because you already got a semester.
A time when they didn't even do that.
Well, not on the. I'm gonna put it like this. I'm gonna say that not on the East Coast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it like that. Not on the East Coast. Now on the West Coast, they were doing it, but it's just nationwide now. It's a norm. You know what? You go ahead, graduate early. Position myself to graduate early, i.e., in December. Enjoy the holidays and go step on this campus after the holiday break, and I'm good to go. But you skipping a whole year, in high school, that's about to become the new norm.
Yeah. So I mean, that's why I think all of this is. I think this signing, this February signing, that all that stuff is gonna go the way of the dinosaur. I mean, especially with regard to Division 2. I mean, Division 1.
Yeah. I think the main thing. I think the biggest thing is the NCAA is still leaving that date in February. What is it, the first Wednesday in February? I think it is, or second Wednesday. Yeah, first Wednesday in February as the cutoff for a potential student athlete to commit to a school.
Yeah, they'll leave it there, but it's not going to be,
Yeah, I'm gonna say to formally commit. I'm gonna leave it like that. Obadiah wasn't here last week.
He might have been. He wanted to ask they ask a question. You answer the question. I'll answer
Yeah.
the question. You think about it. Obadiah asked me if Peach County's head coach doesn't get the job done within this year or next year, do you think he will be out the door?
No.
No.
Nope.
He asked you, he asked me. No, I'm kidding. But no, Obadiah, he will not. He will not. He's we're patient if nothing else, and you have to think about it. We don't really change coaches like that. We've never gotten rid of a coach. I mean, we've, as much as fans have hemmed and hawed, and that's never been the way Peach County does things. If we change coaches, it's because that coach decided to leave. Chad Campbell was, let's see, yeah. Everyone they averaged what 5 or 6 years, and then Chad Campbell was there. What 50, almost 15 years, and you have rumblings, and people want you to get on and go somewhere, but no. I said all that to say no, and yeah, in Westbrook we trust. So far we don't have any. You always gonna have Negroes that want to run their mouth, but no, he's fine. And congratulations to Doherty's basketball team. Is it the boys or the girls, Walter? Let me know.
If he talked today, it should have been the boys today.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this about Peach County. One thing Peach County has showed since 2001 is loyalty to their coaches, and the coaches have showed loyalty to Peach County since 2001. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't expect that guy to be going anywhere, win or lose next year. As long as he makes the playoffs, which is expected, and progress and build on what he's done, it is what it is.
He will. He's a very good coach. He's very disciplined, and once he's able to, implement his system the way he wants to implement it, I think we'll be just fine. Haven't heard much about Georgia State's new head coach. What are y'all thoughts?
You ain't heard much about him. You must not be a Georgia fan.
Yes, he is. Dale McGee. I think he's going to do a phenomenal job. He's a great coach.
Man, he's a great recruiter. That's what I'm. When it comes to Dale McGee, obviously, any head coach is going to need a good supporting staff around them to help them succeed. But that dude can sell milk to a cow, water to a well, ice to an Eskimo. That's all I'm going to say about Dale McGee. He's going to be missed. He's going to be missed, but we got, I'm not going to say an adequate replacement for him, but we got someone in place that can recruit at Georgia somewhat on his level. Yeah. And the new hire we just picked, I forgot the dude's name that was a receivers coach coming in as a running backs coach. But anyway, Obadiah did ask another question, and that ain't the question I was actually looking at.
If your team wins the championship this year, could you see him at another level?
Yep. Easy said, yep. I can see Coach Adams gone. But yeah, I can see him. If he wins, he's gonna get snatched up. Somebody's gonna pull the truck up to him and bring him on as an analysis or something to that effect, just like they did Coach Patrick at Ohio State. Wouldn't even be surprised.
What's going on, Sean? Sean said he'll likely leave on his own if this year goes bad.
Sean would love to see that.
Well,
for Sean, this year to go bad.
You know how they operate over there in Ellenwood. have this magic potion that ensures that their seasons don't go too bad. I don't know what it is, but it's a magic potion that they concoct.
Here's my question. Hold on. Here's my question for Sean. Sean, what do you consider a bad year for us for Cedar Grove this upcoming season? What do you consider to be a bad year? Because I know it ain't gonna be record wise. Not with our region.
Not with every region y'all got.
And that's why I asked the question. I just thought about. I'm like, man, we got a cakewalk up a region.
Good Lord, y'all show up at halftime and still win.
Cause I'm just saying, we should not lose a game in region play. Worst case scenario, our record is 7-3, and that's not even knowing. What all three of our non-region games are. We only know of one, and that's the one we're gonna play in the Corky Care, which we really don't. Which whenever Coach releases the schedule, he'll let us know who the opponent's gonna be.
I'm sure it's somebody in South Carolina that'll play, or Tennessee. They don't have their schedule yet, Obadiah. Sean says for Cedar Grove, it's not the region title or the record. If Cedar Grove doesn't get to the quarterfinals, it's a bad year. Granted, I haven't seen their new roster, so exactly, they got to mix the potion.
What? Sean don't know. I am shocked at that last part of his response. If it was just one person I knew that kept up with the roster, it was Sean.
Don't tempt them; he will find it.
Sean knows all. Sean knows all love. It's funny though.
But yeah, they haven't released their schedule. Mike, you got the T though, don't you?
On what? The schedule?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't finna spill it though. I'm not gonna spill it. I'm not gonna spill it until it's official.
Sean said, "You know that roster ain't finalized until week 6 of the regular."
All right, then Sean, you got the week 4. We're gonna have this conversation again, Ricky. Then we had this conversation last week, Ricky. Hey, didn't y'all just steal the coach from Westlake?
Ricky was not on the podcast last week. So Ricky, welcome. And so it is your contention that John Adams would be a great fit for Bainbridge. Is that who you would like to come on in Bainbridge? I know you're a huge proponent of having an African American coach.
From Atlanta. Add that part from Atlanta. Add that part, please.
I didn't know that he said that. I thought it was somebody else, but
no, it's in some other groups.
That's
why I wanted him to come on. That's why I wanted him to come on last week.
Oh, okay. Well, is the Adams to Elka rumor legit?
Nope. Why would any coach go to Elka right now? What is enticing over at Elka to attract a coach right now? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Maybe he could bring some Cedar Grove hoodoo.
It sure ain't the program right now is not attracting anybody.
Have you seen their tuition? They wouldn't attract me either.
Exactly. Who is the new quarterback at Cedar Grove? You'll find out week 1.
In other words, they don't know yet. They hadn't poached him yet, so they don't know.
We know. We know. But y'all find out week 1.
They haven't officially poached him yet. Let's see.
Okay. You said it, not me.
Thursday, Obadiah says, Thursday, are you the new Wendy Williams?
Nah. Look, I only keep T on Cedar Grove. Yeah, Okay, see, my podcast panel, I've told this too. We've had this conversation. I thought you guys would figure me out by now. Just because I know information about City Grove doesn't mean I'm gonna divulge it before it comes out publicly. For the simple fact, I'm not finna ruin the relationship I have established over there with at City Grove. So just because I know something, don't mean I'm finna spill it on here. So I'm not spilling tea until the tea has already been spilled by somebody else.
And there it is. Yeah, I got that. Sean says Elka is in a huge county tied to a well-funded church and only has one other team that's legit in the county.
What other school is legit? Oh,
Starbridge.
Dutch Town? No, Dutch Town. For now. So moving on.
Okay, let's see. Sean says I can go on Twitter tonight and find the new Cedar Grove quarterback. Atlanta kids make transfer announcements like they got a college offer.
Hey, hold on. Just hold on to that. Hold on to that. We got a special guest coming on. Coach Adams, how you doing tonight?
Mike, what's going on? How you doing?
Man, just so you understand, we are live right now with about 15 minutes left to go on the show. And these folks is talking about City Grove.
How you doing, Coach? What's going on?
Hey, I'm chilling. I'm kind of getting out of practice and game planning and stuff. So it's been a long day, but it's all good.
All right.
Hold on, Coach. I'm gonna ask you a crazy question.
Okay.
You talking about? Are you at City Grove classroom right now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that just answered up a question that was asked by some of the viewers because they was asking me, and I told them I don't know about you going over to Elka. Like, man, Coach ain't going nowhere. If anywhere Coach go, he going to the college level after he win this championship this year.
So, man, I think social media been kind of throwing my name, all kind of ways. I done heard Bainbridge, Elka, and then maybe some other opportunities as well too. I have not. I mean, I kid you not. I have not entered my name in any high school deal. I just kind of been focusing on my team, just focusing on practice. The skill guys, they running track. So, we just kind of been building and, this is the first season. And I think that's the most important part. So we just kind of been working and grinding.
Coach, I appreciate you coming on, joining us, and being open and honest with us. I sure do appreciate it. But anyway, how things going over there at the school though? How things going so far?
Man, it's going. It's like I said, we're just kind of dealing with practice, and dealing with the school. We've had a lot going on as well too. I definitely want to kind of talk about that stuff. Maybe a week ago, we had one of our who was going to be a leader for us this year. LaMarcus Parks in a tragic car accident. So I definitely want to, just kind of tell guys to kind of keep us uplifted in their prayers. LaMarcus, the family of LaMarcus Parks as well too, and just the whole Cedar Grove community, because we kind of mourning. And LaMarcus was a really big part of our state championship last year. 14 sacks, 3.0 student, 6'3", about 225. So we definitely gonna miss him. We know he's looking at us and rooting us on from above, and that's just kind of what we was dealing with kind of last week. This week, we just kind of trying to focus back up and just get in the weight room, get stronger, faster and bigger.
Facts.
Okay, Coach. We have a lot of comments over here, but I just want to read a couple of them. Of course, they want you to come to South Georgia. I just put that out there. You have not, but if you decided, they welcome you with open arms. But one of our listeners is from out of Virginia. He said there's a team in Virginia that wants to get on the schedule. Maury are the defending 5A champs, and they want to play better teams from out of state.
Well, I mean, they can reach out to Mike. You know, Mike has my number. They can reach out to them, and we can see how things go. As of right now, we actually done with the schedule. It may be some tidbits we kind of gotta solidify, but for the most part, we're pretty much done.
Well, that's good to hear because they were asking about your schedule earlier too. You came on after they started talking about you. Your ears must have been hot or something. But
no, I could have been dodging it.
Yeah, hey, Coach. Hey, Coach. This congratulations on last season, man. A lot of people feel like it should have been back to back, but we won't speak on that. We want to just congratulate you from last season.
Should have been three straight.
There you go. I hear you, Coach. Now, my only question, my biggest thing is not going into much detail on what you got coming up. Spring practice hadn't started, but when you got a program like Cedar Grove clicking on all cylinders, you pretty much have that next man up mentality. I know you lost the stud in the quarterback of EJ Colson. Like, is there a guy that you can kind of elaborate on without going too depth in detail about what you'll be looking like at the quarterback position next year?
If you had been on here, Mike had already addressed that.
But we're not talking to Mike. We're talking to Coach at this time.
Mm-hmm.
So just as far as the and I can say this, man. As far as with Cedar Grove High School, since I've been there, it's always been, somebody who's gonna step up, and fill the void or fill the shoes of, somebody graduating or just the next man up. So we have some young, talented guys, probably around that 27 class. King is probably that next guy up right now. King Perrin. Some people call him Country. But, he has an opportunity. The opportunity is there right now. And then he got a lot of stuff around him, to make it really easy on him. So as long as he can make, good decisions, I think he has a real good opportunity of being successful.
Okay. And Coach, I want to definitely extend a condolence from my family as well as this podcast crew to you, the Cedar Grove family, the family of the kid that you all lost. And, anything we can do, I'm pretty sure Mike will let us know, and we'll be definitely willing to help with anything we can do for the program as well as the family.
Exactly.
I appreciate it.
And the podcast, I will say, since our team was unceremoniously put out in the first round through no fault of their own, we won't go there. But the podcast did follow Cedar Grove through the playoffs. So
okay,
we support y'all.
What's your team?
I don't like you, but I support you. No, I'm kidding.
Peace County.
Peace County Trojans.
I'm kidding. But no, this podcast, the podcast members, we did make sure that we followed you guys throughout the playoffs. We went to all the games or whatever. So
yeah, and I follow Peace County as well too. Like, we have been blessed with the opportunity to win some state championships. So I kind of look at who has the most, and Peace County is definitely up there. So hats off to the program, and they're doing some good stuff, and they got a really good coach that they hired as well too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Man, forget that, Coach. What them first 3 games looking like?
So the region kind of changed on us.
Yeah.
We are part of, I think, a 17 region. It may even be 8. I think Stone Mountain is gonna do a non-conference region or non-region deal this year. So Luella, Riverdale, Stevenson, Mount Zion, and I'm missing somebody else. It's one team that I'm missing.
Hold on. You said, I think you said Luella, because you got some Henry County schools in there.
Yeah, Luella, Stone Mountain. Well, Stone Mountain's non-region. Mount Zion. Oh, North Clayton. Yeah. If I didn't say North Clayton, and then a few other schools. So it's basically we got 6 region games. We got 4 non-region games at this time right now. You know, sometimes things change. You know, you're dealing with contracts. You're dealing with, you know, just the best. You know, trying to put your best schedule together. So, my first game is supposed to be is in the Corky Kell Classic. It's at the Mercedes-Benz against a real good Douglas County team. We are the headliner game in that Corky Kell Classic. We'll be playing at 7. Week 2, we'll have, I think, a bye as far as right now in the schedule. And then my second game will be against Collins Hill. We'll play at Collins Hill. My third game is Monarch from Coconut Creek, Florida. They're actually coming to us this year.
The same Monarch from last year?
Yeah.
Correct. Yep.
Y'all get your link back. Get your link back.
We'll be able to get our link back, you know, and you know, they definitely been changed in the roster. You know, Florida kind of, you know, guys can go wherever they want to. So just looking at their roster the last 2 weeks, I think they picked up 10 new guys. Yeah, but we'll play them week 3 or game 3. And then we're going to take a trip out to Dallas for our 4th game. It's a team called Rockwell Heath out of Dallas. So interested in that game and, you know, seeing what Texas football is all about too.
Okay.
Man, that's big. That's big.
You ain't got to get ready if you stay ready.
You know, one thing I do love is the fact that those kids get exposed to different places and they get to travel. They've gone out to Colorado, they've gone to DC, they've gone down to Florida, they're about to go to Dallas. I think that's awesome.
South Carolina, yeah.
We played Somerville a couple years back, and you know, we even went to just Birmingham and played a really good team in Hewitt-Trussville. And then we have some people coming to us. I think that's a testament of how the program has grown. So probably my personal favorite was the DC trip, you know, getting the kids the opportunity to see all the different monuments.
Yeah.
You know, and then even after the game, you know, we end up, you know, going to see Maryland versus Michigan State. So anytime we get the opportunity to take the kids out of the community, because all of our kids don't get that opportunity.
Yeah.
I think it's a good deal.
It's awesome. That's wonderful. Yeah. I think everybody needs to go to DC at least once in their lives.
That was my first time.
She just loved the DMV area.
I do.
Now, real quick, Coach, you know a matchup that I would really be interested in seeing. I spoke with the OC from Perry High School, and I was just trying to see if you all could have reached out to each other. I would have loved to see Cedar Grove and Perry, who I think was, you know, definitely in the top 5 in my category teams this year, regardless of classification. I would have loved to see that Perry High School versus Cedar Grove matchup. Did you all ever try to get that? Did anyone reach out to you or you reach out to them?
I tried to reach out to Perry, but I got the school number. So I unfortunately, I couldn't get in touch with the head coach. And then we saw each other in Macon, and by that time, the schedules were kind of, you know, locked in. So, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Coach. Go ahead. I said maybe, you know, maybe if something don't work out, we maybe can kind of, you know, put something together. If not, we'll put something together in the future. Yes, yeah. Now I blame that on Mike because Mike know that we could have definitely got in contact with that coach. Yeah, Mike, we blame that one on you. But speaking of that weekend, the thing that you all had in Macon, man, I hate that I missed that because it was pretty much all of Georgia coaches as well as some college coaches. Am I correct? Yeah, it's more than just Georgia, man. It's like everybody who tries to make, you know, a staple kind of in Georgia as far as recruiting. So like that's a really good and really important meeting because not only you recognizing the state champions, but you also recognizing all the region champions as well too. So, you have everybody from all over the SEC to the surrounding states, like all of those coaches, whether it's a whole staff. Some people have their whole staff. Some people have their head coach. Some people just have position coaches. But it's definitely worthwhile. And I personally have been in it a few times, so I just appreciate them guys taking time out to come and support us.
Yes, sir. We had an invite this year to be there. FNL should have been there to kind of cover that. So we'll definitely make sure we're there from this point forward.
Gotcha.
Coach, I know I got another question for you because I meant to hit you up on this when I saw the videotape. How did the kids enjoy being on Capitol Hill? I think it was last week they were down there.
So we went to the state capitol last week. Really good deal. Just different. I hadn't been down there, so just to get the opportunity to go down there, see how they, kind of do things down at the Capitol. Enforce laws. Vote on it. We wasn't the only one there. So it just was a great opportunity. Anytime you can get out to school, and you got guys and old, adults that appreciate the things that you've done in the county, and just as a program, it's awesome.
Yeah, I know. My whole time, even though I left the community and came back, man, we didn't even take a field trip down there. The best field trip we had was going to Fern Bank.
Correct. And I mean, without the information I got, it's a public deal. So, people can go down to the Capitol, maybe schedule when they're going down. But I think it's something that, definitely before you end your high school career, that's something worthwhile and something that every kid should do.
Yeah. I know it's getting late for you, Coach. So just last question I got for you. Reflecting back on last season, what was the highlight moment for? Oh, you know what? I got two questions. I just thought about it. Two questions. The first question: thinking back on last season, this past season, what was the highlight for you outside of winning a state championship?
I don't know. I think maybe I need to, make my wife happy with this. After we won the state championship, he revealed the sex of the child, and I got a little boy coming in May. So,
congratulations!
Yeah, I'm gonna run with that.
There you go. Good call. Good call. And last question: is it too late for me to order my ring?
It's not too late. No, come on, Mike. I'm gonna be there tomorrow.
Let me see, man. I'm on a set income, so I might have to catch you on Friday.
You know what you can do? You can forego two of those bottles of Hennessy or whatever you drinking, and get your doggone ring. Just hush. Thank you, Coach Adams. I say this all the time because I was a coach's daughter, so I understand what you have to do every day. Getting up early in the morning, not getting home till it's dark. You're doing a thankless job. You're a father, a role model to all these people, and you've got a lot of pressure on you. So I just want to say thank you for everything that you do. Shout out to your wife because I know she's in it with you, and congratulations on your new bundle of joy.
I appreciate it. I'm not a social media guy. I'm trying to do better with that. So, anytime y'all hear stuff, hear rumors, social media, things like that, like it's probably wrong 9 times out of 10 because I just don't know. But I appreciate y'all having me on, and looking forward to another really good season.
Yeah, Coach, we looking forward to seeing you in the championship this year. And when I say we, I'm talking about Peace County Trojans.
Gotcha. It'll be a good one.
All right, Coach.
Coach, and congratulations.
Yeah, thanks for your time tonight, Coach. And I'm gonna reach out to you see if you're okay with us talking to Mr. Walker for sure, and maybe another player that you would suggest or recommend to us, because I definitely want to talk with Mr. Walker about his upcoming senior season and his commitment to Georgia.
Gotcha. We got him in every class, man. Like I said, somebody a step up, and we got a lot of guys coming back, so it's gonna be another good one. And I appreciate y'all having me on, and y'all be safe and have a great night.
Yes, sir.
For sure, Coach. Take care of yourself. Oh, snap. Who did I just hit by mistake? Oh, yo. I hit yo by mistake.
Good stuff.
You keep him off. Look, you see how he came in at the last minute just trying to
I know, right?
slide on in like he been here.
I love you, Jessica.
So can I say this real fast? I just want to say this real fast. I know around 8 o'clock I said we were going to have a special guest. That was our special guest that we had stated. We just had to wait for him to wrap up some stuff. So for those of you that stuck around, appreciate you sticking around, being patient with us until Coach came on, because we was hoping for Coach to come on earlier, but he had some business to take care of. But Coach always willing to support us. If we ask him, he'll make the time to come on for us. So again, if you guys got anybody you want us to talk to, interview, just shoot us a message through the page or through the Friday Night Lights page, and we'll reach out to them.
That's right. And Mr. Shepherd, we certainly thank you and appreciate you for saying what you said, because you have shown that you'll never be right. So thanks.
Well, but man, great show tonight. Yo, you got anything you want to say to the people, man, before we wrap this up tonight?
Well, they miss you.
Nah, they ain't miss me. I've been here. I've been in and out. I love you, Justin.
He's a Justin Smollett lie. But K-Roll and Peach Obadiah, that's what I'm gonna say. Because Ricky said what he said. He said we're gonna be fighting for third. But anyway, guys, I have to go. Abbott Elementary is on. I have enjoyed these 2 hours with you all. So I am about to bow out.
Yes, ma'am. I'm right behind you. Yo, you behind us too? Yeah,
I definitely am.
Hell, he ought to be. Shit, he ain't in.
You're gonna come in at the end, right? The last 15 minutes of the show.
I had to get home. I had to feed the family and all of that. So I apologize. I tried to make my presence be known.
Nah, you good. Right. But real talk though.
You good, Mike. Y'all have a good night.
All right. But yeah, real talk though. I'm glad Coach did come on, clear up some rumors for us, so you guys heard it straight from the horse's mouth, not from myself or any other podcast members. Ain't nobody selling dreams over here. Ain't nobody politicking. But anyway, yo, you want to say good night to the people, man?
You said no.
Okay, cool.
Next week, y'all know where to find us.
You know where to find me and Mike and Shakira. You sure do.
Season getting ready to kick off in spring in about 30 days. We're going to also be covered in the draft coming up in a little over a month. So y'all keep checking in with us every Wednesday until we start getting into the season. I would say peace up 8 times down, but I'm a Fort Valley, Georgia boy, so I just say holla at you.
I'm a ATL, so I'm gonna say peace up 8 times down. Y'all have a good one tonight. God bless you. Thank you for coming out.
Good night.
I love you, Jay.
Tune in.
This is your